Hey loves, welcome back to another video. Make sure you guys follow me on my Instagram at GlamGuruGina. And if you guys are feeling the way I laid this lace front, make sure you check out the link below. So I'm jumping straight in with priming my face with my e.l.f. Poreless Primer. Then I'm going to go in with my NYX Shine Killer as well and just rub that into my really oily areas of my face. Now I'm just getting a shape of my eyebrows and kind of filling them in, but I like to use a gel formula towards the beginning of my eyebrows and a more thicker formula towards the end. So now I'm going to take my Ebin New York 24-hour brow gel, which I'm actually in love with, and you only need a small amount of product for that. So I'm going to take that with an angle brush and fill in those dark spots that I like in my eyebrows towards the ends, because to me it just looks more natural. Next, I'm going to go on my LA Pro Girl concealer in the color beige, and I'm just going to use a small amount of product on the back of my hand and use one of my flat brushes just to take that product and apply it directly under where I started to fill my eyebrows in. If you're a beginner, you might want to take it slow and do slow strokes so you make sure that you don't mess up what you just did. Remember that when you're filling in your eyebrows, you want to take your strokes outward and not down. See how I'm stroking and I go outward and not down. And as you can see, if you do happen to mess up and overcorrect, you can go back in with some more product because this product is so pigmented and thick, and just fill in those spots that you messed up with concealer. So now I'm just taking my two-sided flat brush that's it's actually a concealer brush, but I use it to blend out my concealer and not apply it. I really love it because it has a small handle on one side that I use for the bottom and the top of my eyebrows, as you can see. And the other side that I'm not using right now, I use that to blend in my concealer down from my eyebrows over my eyelids if I'm doing an eyeshadow that day. So I'm just taking the rest of that LA Pro Girl concealer I had on the back of my palm and just rubbing that right underneath my eyes to kind of brighten up those areas where I would have dark spots. So I'm just taking the rest of that concealer and putting the rest of it on my eyelids and just rubbing that in so I can use it as an eyeshadow base. And I'm just going to use my Beauty Blender wand to blend out that concealer underneath my eyes. Next, I'm going back in with that two-sided brush I used for my eyebrows and just using the larger side to smooth down my concealer on my eyelids. Next, I'm taping off my eyelids and just putting that tape adjacent to the ends of my eyebrows so that my wing be really, really sharp. Now I'm just building my transition colors with one of the lightest colors I have in my Modern Renaissance palette, and I'm just using that right next to my brow line just to blend in the colors and just to build a flawless blend with no harsh lines. A very important thing to remember when building an eyeshadow is to use a good mix of transition colors. Don't be afraid to use a couple shades before you get to your actual crease. The more transition colors that you build on your eyeshadow, the more flawless your eyeshadow will look. It also helps to prevent harsh lines when building eyeshadow. So make sure you guys aren't afraid to blend. Take your time. Now I'm just going in with the color Primavera from my Modern Renaissance palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills. And I just sprayed that flat eyeshadow brush just to get my pigment from my eyeshadow just to be a little bit more brighter for me. So now I'm just filling in all the spots where I put the eyeshadow base right there on my eyelid with the Primavera color and just kind of patting it on. Now I'm taking a blending brush that I used to apply my previous eyeshadow, and I'm just going to use that to blend out those harsh lines that I may have created. Now I'm going in with my favorite liquid eyeliner in the color Ultra Black, and I'm just going to start from the inner corner of my eye and work my way over. The importance of using tape when building eyeshadow is that it creates a great base for you to build your eyeshadow wing off of. And as you can see, when I pulled it off, it's very clean and cut at the bottom. Now I'm just taking one of the smaller brushes that I used in my crease to build definition, and I'm using some of that fallout just to add on the bottom of my waterline, just to add some more pop and color to my eye look. Now I'm going in with my favorite defining brush and just taking a little bit of black eyeshadow and putting that at the bottom of my waterline on the corner nearest my wing, just to open up my eyes some more. As you can see, they look a little bit more open, and I'm just going to smoke out the bottom of my waterline with some black gel eyeliner. Now I'm taking my lashes and I'm just going to pop these on. These lashes gave me such a hard time to get on because they're really, really thick, and the band is thick itself, so it was just hard, guys. But I like the way they started to look with the look. So now I'm just covering up that little pimple that I had on the side of my cheek with some of that LA Pro Girl concealer. And now I'm applying my new favorite foundation by NYX. It's called Stay Matte But Not Flat in the color 08. And I'm just applying that all over my face. I'm going to spray my foundation brush with a little bit of setting spray, and I'm just going to rub that in evenly. My hair came out, y'all. Hey. Now I'm just taking my Maybelline Fit Me foundation stick, and I'm using one of the darker colors that I own to build up my contour. I'm just going to take that on all the dark areas of my nose and right over the button and bridge part of my nose. Now I'm just taking a wet beauty blender to blend out that contour so it's not as harsh on my face. I don't blend mine out too good because this is my makeup for work in the club scene, so makeup has to be really kind of dramatic because it's dark. And now I'm just taking my Wet n Wild palette, the highlight color that I own. I'm just going to add that to the corner of my eyes just to brighten them up just a smidget bit. Now, as you can see, I'm just taking some more of that highlight color I used in the corner of my eyes and just putting that directly underneath my eyebrow where that concealer starts. And that's just going to give your brows that extra little glow to them. Still working with the same eyeshadow palette, I just took one of my thicker highlight brushes and I just dabbed that in my favorite highlight that I've been using. I use this on my whole face, guys. I absolutely love it. It's so pigmented and colorful. And I'm just taking that and putting that right on the arches of my cheeks. Now you just want to finish up your eyelid by adding some mascara to your bottom lashes. Now you can see the difference, can't you? Yeah. So that's you want to make sure you add some mascara to your bottom lashes. I like to build a couple coats up there because I do have very dramatic eyelashes on top. So I kind of want them to at least look a little bit proportional to what's, above my eyelid. So I'm just going in with that same highlight color I've been using on my inner corner of my eye, my eyebrows, and the side of my face. And I'm just going to do the bridge of my nose where the light spots hit and my natural highlights are. Now I'm going in with my favorite foundation, which is the Maybelline Fit Me foundation. And I'm just taking one of the lighter colors that I own just to put that right in my part where my lace front is to make it look even more natural. And if you guys want to see how I laid this lace front wig, please click on the link in the description below.